Hello and welcome to another Beard Clipper video. This is slightly different to my usual video in that I was actually sent this miniature by the company and asked to make a video about it. Just to put that right up there. I didn't ask to have them to send it to me, they offered it to me, which I was very grateful for, so thank you very, very much. This is the Diana Enraged model that will be included in the current Kickstarter, and there will be a link in the description below, so go and check it out, which is I believe it's a new aspect of an existing model. Now, I'm not expert at Moonstone, I am just very, very passionate about it. It's a fantastic game, it's great fun, but I'm not a gaming expert. So I'm not going to go into how you would look at using this miniature at all. What I am going to do is show you how I'm going to go about preparing it and painting it. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about how easy that is, and also how nice the sculpt is. And I can tell you right now, spoilers, it's lovely. So yeah, I'm not an expert painter by any means. I paint to a tabletop standard, so don't worry, I'm not going to be showing off techniques which are difficult or hard to do. It's all going to be very, very approachable techniques. And at the end of the day, I hope to be able to show you a really nicely painted version of this, which I've done, and hopefully it will inspire you to go and back this campaign, because I will be. I might have been sent this miniature, but I'm going to be backing as well anyway. So put your money where your mouth is, that's what I believe. So yeah, I will stop rambling now. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will wrap up at the end as well, show you the results, but let's get into having a look at what's in the box. So here we have Diana Enraged, and what a fantastic sculpt it is indeed. I will get some detailed pictures, close-ups of this stage before I do anything, and put them on the screen now. But the first thing to do, as I'm going to start painting this up, is check out and clean it up as much as I can, and also pop it into some hot soapy water. Use dish soap, so the washing up soap that you'd use to wash your dishes. Leave it to soak in that for a couple of minutes, and then I scrub it with an old toothbrush to get any mold release. And this is something that's really important to do if you're new to resin miniatures. Make sure you wash your miniatures, because if you don't, then you will find that your paints will just like fall off as you'll be using them, and it'll be really frustrating and annoying, and you'll have to go back and wash it anyway. But you'll potentially have to scrub off any paint that you have applied. So a good scrub in hot soapy water is required, and after that then we can get to assembling, priming and painting. So I will get that done. After the bath, I decided to assemble the base using standard super glue and clip it off of its base. Now, I kind of wished that I hadn't done that a little bit, so maybe if you're watching this, leave it on the base. It's easy enough to paint separately and then glue it together, and you'll end up with finding it easier to control and have better to actually hold the model with. However, that did work out okay because I do have a painting handle. The next step was priming it. I used the Vallejo primer, which is my standard, the grey primer. But what I did actually end up doing was putting gloss black onto the wings, because I was going to use colour shift paints, and they recommend highly that you use a gloss black. And I did test on a couple of things without using gloss black, and I can say they're absolutely right, you do need to use gloss black. I had a lot of fun painting this miniature. It's very, very small, very detailed. I got my goggles out and just took my time, and I'm really, really happy with the results. I did, as I say, use the colour shift, and what I also did was I got some Green Stuff World glow-in-the-dark pigments, mixed them together with some medium and some paint, and used those mainly on the base, so that's going to glow in the dark, but I also did put some around the kind of like electricity that is holding Diana in the air, and also around the edges of the wings. So it was a lot of fun to paint, very detailed, but it took me not as long as I expected because I was just enjoying it so much. It's a beautiful sculpt. So now what we have to do is to assemble. And you can see here, these are the tools I've got. So I've got my snips and hobby knife. I've got some normal super glue, and here's the base. And you can see that that she is still on her sprue. Now there might be some little bits of touching up to be done at the base where I clip her off from here, where I clip the wings off. But I think that's going to look okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip this off, glue it together, and then I will do the final step for the build, which will be maybe touching up that a little bit, but I'll paint the rim of the base. You need a generous amount of super glue to glue the explosion whirlwind thing to the base, and leave that for a little bit, and then you should be able to position the actual miniature inside the whirlwind. There is a couple of little notches that you can attach the lightning to give it a little bit of a 3-point of security, and then leave it, and then we'll get the base painted. Next thing I did was I painted the base with a nice orange which matches the rest of the Les Revolt characters. I hope I've pronounced that correctly, for the army which I'm painting up at the moment, and then Mini's done. So as you can see, I did actually make the Mini glow in the dark, which I'm really pleased with. I think it looks great, and I'm very happy actually with how this turned out. I'm not the greatest painter, as I said in the intro, but still I think it looks pretty good. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. This is a very different video for normal, to what I normally do. Normally I do long and rambly ones. I've rambled a bit this one, but I've kept it to a very short video, and I hope that you've enjoyed the outcome, because I put a lot of effort into the editing and the production on this, and I've really enjoyed the process. I don't know that I'll be doing this type of video very often, but still it has been good fun, and thank you so much to the Moonstone people for sending me this miniature, asking me to paint it. And if you're watching this very soon after it goes live, then go over to the Kickstarter, because the campaign is ongoing right now as I'm publishing this video, and go and back it and get involved, because this is a brilliant game. This miniature is superb. You'll really enjoy painting it, but more than that, it isn't just about the miniatures. You will enjoy the game. It's a really fun game. It's got some really unique, interesting mechanisms which I really enjoyed playing, and I really enjoyed having a go at it myself, and I would highly recommend it. So go and check it out. I'll pop the link in the description below. So thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, really appreciate it. Do put a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've played Moonstone, or if you're going to back the game yourself on Kickstarter. I'd love to hear from you, and I always do reply to all of your messages, so don't be shy. Do say hello. I'll wrap up, as I always do, by saying thank you so much for watching, and please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.